Currently Kirkland, your source for city news and events in the community. With Pam Jardine at the news desk, stay up to date with weekly news reports and what's happening in Kirkland. Now, here's Pam.
Welcome to Currently Kirkland, where you hear stories about the people and sites that make Kirkland an attractive and vibrant place to live, work, and visit. I'm Pam Jardine. We are pleased to be bringing you our 200th episode. Members of city boards and commissions and the Kirkland Business Roundtable expressed their vision for Kirkland's future in preparation for the second Community Planning Day, held on October 19th. They had to do so in just one word. Over 130 people attended Community Planning Day to provide feedback on the future of Kirkland, specifically about the community vision for the city and the future development of the Cross-Kirkland Corridor. What do vibrant, livable, green, and accessible have in common? These were the most mentioned themes expressed by community members for their vision of a future Kirkland. Let's see how some of these themes are defined.
Accessible in terms of living, that we have different housing capabilities for people, that so our community would be accessible to all types of people, young, old, professionals, families, and that we have access to good food, good water, and lots of nature.
Livable means community, generational participation in the area, walkable, being able to get where you want to go in downtown Kirkland, the parks, everything that, and businesses and employment opportunities nearby.
In the coming weeks, the Kirkland Alliance of Neighborhoods and the Youth Council will join a similar visioning exercise, bringing to close the input needed to propose an updated vision statement to be included in the comprehensive plan. The city will continue to update the comprehensive plan, finalize the Cross-Kirkland Corridor Master Plan, and put the finishing touches on the Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan, Surface Water Management, and Totem Lake Master Plan in the coming months. This year's Kirkland Summer Feeding Program was a tremendous success as 450 nutritious meals were distributed to children in Kirkland. That's 50% more than last year. The city wishes to thank local grocery stores, donors, and volunteers for their time and generosity. Leftover lunches were provided to HopeLink, a nonprofit human services agency that operates a food bank in Kirkland. In September, the community rallied for the Month of Concern for the Hungry, and volunteers and local grocery stores also joined up to collect food for HopeLink's food bank. HopeLink got its start over 40 years ago during the big Boeing bust, when many were in need of food and work. Since then, it has grown into a thriving nonprofit organization, reducing hunger across the greater Seattle area. Among its 5 successful food banks, HopeLink has a standing partnership in Kirkland. Here to tell us more about our featured nonprofit is Public Relations Specialist Chris Betker.
We have a great partnership with the City of Kirkland. The Kirkland area has been very supportive. We actually have been serving the Kirkland area since the early 80s with our first center here. Our current Kirkland North Shore Center has been open since 2009, and it's a grocery store model. Food bank offers the chance for people to come in and shop for their own food. But the city has been great in terms of supporting food drives, the Mayor's Day of Concern, grants, fund drives, food drives. It's been a great partnership.
Many people, however, may not be aware of the need here in Kirkland.
There's this misperception that there is no poverty on the east side. We hear that a lot. People will joke about, you work with low-income people, that must be an easy job. There probably aren't any. But that's actually not true. So there is a great need in the Kirkland area for the services we have. We have a lot of people that lost their jobs during the recession who are just getting back on their feet. So there's a great need for our services in this area. We always need fresh produce, especially during the winter. During the summer months, people are very generous in sharing from their gardens, and there's also produce from the stores. In the winter, that's tougher. We also always need the non-perishable items. We need peanut butter and tuna and canned soups and canned fruits and rice. The sorts of things that will stay on a grocery shelf for a long time are the things they're less likely to donate to us, so we always need those sorts of things.
To address the need, several food drives took place last month.
Every September, mayors in the area hold food drives where they collect food for local food banks, and including HopeLink. And we had this year we collected about 6,000 pounds of food for the local community. The number was a little bit down this year over last year in terms of food collected. Last year was closer to 14,000, but last year was a phenomenal year. So we did pretty well this year overall. It was a success.
There are many ways to volunteer at HopeLink. Here's how to get plugged in.
We always need volunteers. Right now in Kirkland, we specifically need people who can do grocery rescue, which is going to grocery stores and picking up the food that they want to donate. We also need people to deliver food to homes for people that can't come to the food bank, and we need people with teaching experience who can teach an English for Work class, which helps people for whom English isn't the native language get back in the workforce. And we also, every November, we have a Turkey Trot 5K, which is a fun run and walk from Marina Park to Caroline Point and back. It's on November 24th, and it's a big, fun family event. Kids, dogs, families, strollers. That's a great annual event. If people want to get involved with that, participate, or volunteer, it's all on our website.
Here's the story of a woman who got a fresh start with the help of HopeLink.
We had a client a number of years ago, a woman with 4 small kids who suddenly was on hard times and was really lost, didn't know where to go. She came to HopeLink, and we were able to help her with basic needs, food bank, energy, I think holiday gift rooms, and kind of just give her the support she needed to get back on her feet. And she is doing amazingly well now. She has started her own business. She is employing people, and she continues to stay involved with HopeLink and give back to her community.
I just remember one time being in the grocery store and I had a calculator in one hand and a pencil and a piece of paper in the other with my grocery list, all the kids in the cart. And I had $6 and I had to feed my family. And thought that, well, the $6 in my wallet's not going to buy enough food and for who knows how long it takes to get some more money. So that's when I went down to HopeLink and decided to see what they could offer. It was just a constant ability for HopeLink to pick me up even though I kept getting knocked down.
To get involved with HopeLink, visit www.hope-link.org. Kirkland Performance Center enters its 15th successful year and was recently honored by the Kirkland City Council with an official proclamation.
Now, therefore, Joan McBride, Mayor of Kirkland, does hereby proclaim Kirkland Performance Center's 2013-2014 season as the Year of the Performing Arts in Kirkland, Washington, and encourages community members to attend one of the many outstanding performances being held this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To celebrate, KPC has a lineup of over 60 shows with a wider variety of artists than ever before. Nearly 20 years ago, Kirkland residents pitched an idea for a performance center, and they were serious. After fundraisers, grants, and partnering with the City of Kirkland, KPC welcomed its first patrons in 1998. What makes Kirkland Performance Center unique? It's the only performing arts center on the East Side that operates over 250 days a year. With its elegant acoustics, the 400-seat venue hosts world-class performers in its intimate setting, creating the ultimate performing arts experience. Since its debut, over 1 million people have walked through Kirkland Performance Center's doors, and that number is expected to grow as shows continue to sell out. For this season's programming, visit www.kpcenter.org. Thank you for watching our 200th episode of Currently Kirkland. We appreciate your support in making this program a success. Remember, you can watch us on demand on the city's website, on your mobile devices, and on YouTube. If you have any news tips, suggestions, or comments, please send them to kirklandtv@kirklandwa.gov. We'd love to hear from you.